Hey, what's up? Aaron here. Hope you're doing well. If you're watching this video right now, you might be checking out Tigerfish transcribing and you're wondering, can you make money from transcribing audio files into actual Word documents, right? So let's take a look at Tigerfish. There are lots of different transcribing services and some of them are really good, some of them are just really bad. So let's find out how much Tigerfish will pay you. Is this a good side hustle? Can you make money from it? And is this worth your time? Or maybe there are other options out there, all right? Now at any time, if you want to get my favorite way to get to 5 to 10,000 US dollars per month minimum just by working from home, all you need is an internet connection and your computer. Just go ahead and click the link below and I will send that training for free directly to your email. All right, now let's take a look at Tigerfish. Now I have reviewed hundreds and hundreds of different online websites, business models, and all sorts of different ways to make money on the internet, and transcribing is definitely one of those methods that you can use to earn a side income if you're good at typing and if you're good at listening to audio, right? And you can create definitely a side income that way, and you can even turn it into full-time income. Now there are a lot of different transcribing services, so let's take a look at Tigerfish to see whether they are really good and how much do they actually pay. All right, so first of all, these guys are based in the US. They've been around since 1989 as a company, so they've been around for a long time. Now if you take a look at their website, it is a very, very simple website, okay? It's nothing fancy. It's got a little bit of information on it. Very, very minimal, all right? Now, as a client, you can come on here, use their services. So, for example, if you're a client, you click on here, or what we do, for example, and then you can just go ahead and book, your job, and you give them your audio file, and you basically pay for it, and they will transcribe it for you into a Word document. Okay, very, very simple. Now you can also work for them as a transcriber. All right, so the way that you do is you click on contact, and once you come to contact right here, you would click on employment opportunities. And if you're in the right country, which is basically the US, so that's the thing about Tigerfish, you must be based in the US. You must be either a citizen or a resident of the States, otherwise you can't become a transcriber for them. So unlike a lot of other transcribing companies where you can be based anywhere in the world, you can be based in India, China, Asia, Canada, Australia, wherever, Europe, and you can still transcribe 100% for these companies globally, right? But with Tigerfish, you must be based in the US. That's one of the only downsides of Tigerfish, okay? So if you're not based in the US, unfortunately, you can't use them. If you're based in the US, then great, continue watching the video, all right? But stick around till the end of the video because I'm going to show you some other fun ways for you to generate some big income, right? Now, what you need to do is, if you are based in the US, there are a few things that you need in order to join. First of all, you need a Windows computer. So they're still pretty old school, right? They don't use Macs because of the software they use. It's called Express Scribe, right? Now, with Express Scribe, you can download it for free if you're just doing samples and you're trying to apply for the job. But what you need to understand is, if you become a worker for Tigerfish, that means you actually get to work with them, you need to buy the full piece of software, which costs $200, which you have to pay for yourself. All right, so just understand that. If they hire you, you need to spend another $200 to use Express Scribe, the full version. All right, now let's just say you're okay with that. How do they actually pay? Now, most transcribing companies, the way it works is you get an audio, let's just say it's a 5-minute audio of an interview or a presentation or a focus group or whatever, and transcribing, all you're doing is you're listening to the audio and you're typing it out as accurately as possible. Now, most transcribing companies will pay you by how many minutes, audio minutes you are actually typing out. But with Tigerfish, because they are targeting a lot of newbies, they have a completely different way of paying. They basically pay you per line that you type out, and it works out to be on average about 4 cents per line. And if you do the math on that, that's roughly about half a cent per word. It's very, very little, okay? So they don't pay the best, unfortunately, but if you are based in the US and you're a beginner, they will give opportunities to people that are just getting started, which is pretty cool. All right, so if you're an absolute beginner, you've never done transcribing before, Tigerfish will at least be able to give you the right amount of jobs, right? Now, if you're a more experienced transcriber, they will pay between, roughly, it works out to be 8 to 10 US dollars per hour. So it's not mind-blowing, right? We're not looking at, $20, $30, $40, $50 per hour types of income. It's like $8 to $10. It's not super high, but you get to work from home. You get to work anytime, and if there are jobs, then you can make, an okay side income. All right. Now, if you decide to take the test, I don't have any jobs right here, right? Because I'm not based in the US. But if I was based in the US, you might see, availabilities opening up, and then you can apply for the job, right? Once you apply, you have to take a test, okay? So the test is you have to basically do 3 segments of transcribing. You have to transcribe an interview, a presentation, and a focus group. So what you want to do is you want to type it out as accurately and as quickly as possible. That's how they will judge whether you're the right fit for Tigerfish, and if you are, they'll obviously get back in touch with you and they'll let you know that you have become a member of their team. And then based on how many jobs they have available in the area, you will get a different amount of transcribing jobs. So that's the thing about transcribing. Sometimes you get a decent amount of jobs. Sometimes there aren't any jobs in your area because it just depends on how much clients work that Tigerfish picks up themselves so that they can give to their transcribers. That's kind of how it works, okay? So overall, not too bad. I think there's some pros and cons with Tigerfish in general. Pros are they've been around for a long time. They generally have a lot of jobs. But some of the cons are that if you become a full-time staff or you start to work for them, you have to pay for Express Scribe software, $200 for the full version. Also, they don't pay the best in the market. I think there are other companies and other opportunities where you can make more per minute of audio. These guys pay per line, which is a little bit weird, and it's quite little. But as you get more experience, they'll pay you a little bit more. But again, the little bit more isn't mind-blowing. It's only $8 to $10 US per hour. So it's not a crazy amount of income, but it is legit. They do pay out. They've been around for a long time. And if you're based in the US and you're good at typing and listening, then this could be a way for you to generate some side income 100% from home, which is pretty cool, okay? Now, if you're watching this video right now, perhaps you're somebody that is, not necessarily looking for a transcribing job, right? Maybe you saw an ad somewhere or you were doing some research and you were thinking, oh, maybe transcribing might be a way for you to make side income. Now, there's a lot of ways to make side income. That's the cool thing about the global economy that we live in right now. This is the new economy. You can literally make money 100% online from home in a lot of different ways. And I've seen tons and tons and tons of different, websites, make money stuff, business models, businesses, stuff like that will help you to do that. But my favorite way to get to $5,000 to $10,000 US minimum per month, all you need is an internet connection and a laptop or a computer, and you can do it from anywhere in the world. I would love to send you that strategy for free. If you're interested, just go ahead and click the link below and I'll send it directly to your email. All right. I hope you enjoyed this review of Tigerfish, and I hope to see you on another review video. Take care.